Today, the world looks a lot different than it did just 24 hours ago. We are witnessing one of the biggest geopolitical shifts of our lifetime with the announcement of a 2 week ceasefire between the US and Iran. This isn't just news for the history books. It has massive implications for the global economy, oil prices, and yes, the crypto market. Specifically for XRP, we are seeing some interesting movements on the chart. So let's check the daily chart time frame here of XRP. All right, we are currently sitting at a price of 1.37, 1.3787 to be exact. And we have had a major battle over the 1.32 price level right here. Today, we are going to dive deep into the technicals. I will be showing you exactly what the Hall suit indicator right here is doing as it starts to flatten out. And we are also going to look at this mysterious gray bar right here on our QQE Mod indicator. We have a lot of ground to cover from the technical resistance at $1.38 to the peace talks in Islamabad. So let's get right into the data. So let's start with our Hall suit indicator right here. Is this indicator finally ready to flip green? Right now, our Hall suit indicator right here is still red and technically curving downward. But there is a major change happening. It is starting to go flat. For those of you who trade with me, you know that flattening Hall suit is the first sign that the bears are losing their grip. It's like a car slamming on the brakes before it puts it in reverse. So, my own personal opinion about this is I've been waiting for this flattening for a while. When the Hall suit is steep, you stay away. But when it starts to level out right above a major support, like the 1.32 price level right here, it tells me that the selling exhaustion is finally here. To me, this looks like the market is catching its breath. It's a wait and see moment, but it's a lot more bullish than a sharp drop. So, my technical perspective right here is that we are looking at $1.37. Look at the major support at 1.3211 right here. And we will notice that we just broke it recently from the candlestick yesterday. But the bulls fought back and reclaim it. Now the 1.32 price level right here is acting as our floor again. If the Hall suit goes fully flat right here, and we stay above the 1.32 level, the technical foundation for a massive bounce is officially set. Now, let's also talk about the QQE Mod indicator right here. Our QQE Mod indicator right here uh, is in this lower part of our chart. From April 4 to April 6, we saw a 3 red bars right here. And we can notice that their size is getting smaller. That was our first clue that the momentum was shifting. And yesterday, the bar turned into a small and gray color. And today, our bar is finally showing us a blue bar. So, My own personal opinion about this is blue bar right here. It shows that the bearish is gaining, the bullish, I mean, is gaining a momentum. They are starting to get stronger. So I am watching this like a hawk because once the momentum actually return, it's going to move fast. So in a technical perspective, yesterday's candlestick right here was a big bullish move. It actually pushed all the way up to hit our minor resistance right here at 1.3833. But it got rejected right here, which is why the current candle is a small bearish one just sitting just below the line. We are essentially squeezed between the 1.32 support right here and the 1.38 resistance right here. The QQE mod indicator is showing us a blue small bar, which seems to suggest that a breakout is coming very soon. Now let's go back to our news right here and let's talk about the US-Iran ceasefire and its impact to the global liquidity. President Trump has announced a 2-week ceasefire with Tehran, and the peace talks starts this Friday in Islamabad, Pakistan. The most important detail is that Iran is reopening the Strait of Hormuz. In my own personal opinion, this is a risk-on signal for the entire world. A fifth of the world's oil passes through that corridor. By reopening it, the energy supply shock that was hurting the global economy starts to fade. When energy prices stabilize, investors feel safer putting money back into high-growth assets like XRP. I believe this ceasefire is the fundamental fuel that will help the bulls break through that 1.38 resistance that we are seeing here on our chart. So in a technical perspective right here, let's look at the 1.4371 resistance, minor resistances, and the 1.3833. Yesterday's rejection right here, let's zoom it in so we can see the action clearly in a much more detail. So we can see here the rejection yesterday, and it was likely due to the uncertainty before the truce was official. Now that the world is becoming now that the world is welcoming this peace deal with countries like Japan, Australia, and Malaysia. Here are some of the countries right here. Countries like Japan, Australia, Malaysia, and they are all giving a thumbs up. So the confidence is actually returning. If we can close a 4-hour candle above the 1.3833 minor resistance right here, the path to the major resistance at 1.5672 right here, our major resistance right here, this one at the 1.5672 becomes wide open. So why is the Islamabad peace deal a crypto catalyst? The truce is actually set for 2 weeks, and Pakistan is being praised for facilitating the deal. Even Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has voiced support for the effort to de-escalate. So my own personal opinion about this is that peace is always good for the charts, but temporary peace creates a sense of urgency. Traders know they have a 2-week window where the black swan event of a full-scale war is off the table. This often leads to a relief rally. I expect XRP to capitalize on this window of stability. To me, the Islamabad talks are about the target date. If the talks go well on Friday, we expect our QQE mod to become larger, to form a blue red bars, larger red bars. I mean blue bars. In technical perspective, we have a next major support at here at the 1.2234. The but given the ceasefire news, I think the chances of hitting this price level right here have dropped significantly. As long as the Strait of Hormuz stays open and the talks continue, the 1.3211 major support here should hold. We are looking at a classic accumulation at support pattern. So what is the game plan for the Islamabad talks on Friday? Let's go back to the news. We have the technicals showing exhaustion of the hull suit, which is flattening, and the fundamentals showing a massive de-escalation. So my own personal opinion is this, is that I am cautiously bullish. A rejection at 1.38 resist the rejection right here at our minor resistance here at 1.38 yesterday showed us that the bears aren't dead yet, but the gray to blue bar here from our QQ indicator tells me they are running out of ammo. My eyes are on the on that Friday start date in Pakistan. If the headlines stay positive, the 1.3833 minor resistance will crumble. So don't let the small bearish, the small candle right here today scare us. It's just a retest before the next move. And finally, the world is breathing a sigh of relief today, and the charts are reflecting that. We have a technical indicators coiling for a move and the biggest geopolitical breakthrough of 2026 as our backdrop. So we need to stay disciplined, watch our 1.3211 support right here, and let's see what the Islamabad talks bring on Friday. And this finally ends our video. Thank you very much for watching and see ya on the next one.